Absolute unit in the chat said, according to Aaron this morning, Nightwave is angry because he's not a dad. Get me that clip. Get me that clip.
McBuster says Mersh is nothing. I don't get why anyone likes it. Well, I think he can be funny. I think sometimes he can be entertaining. I think the internet gets to him from time to time, but I have noticed that the common denominator between the people who build their little coalitions and really see that Steel Toe, no children.
Is Aaron going that route with it? Oh, yeah, he's just jealous. Oh, because he's not a father. You know what? Mersh is jealous that he's not paying child support. Aaron, you're right. I'm jealous that I don't have kids that I barely see, that I pay money to a woman for, a woman who has a protection order out against me because I was talking about while my new chick flicked her bean. You're right, Aaron. Aaron, you're right. If I could Freaky Friday with you, I totally would.
And I think that's important because I think kids kind of like distract you, like you have shit you need to do, you know? And I think when you don't have children, you have way too much time to kill. You get bored. You sit there and you get bored and you got to go do shit because otherwise you'll just sit there and be a bump on a log. Or like in these guys' case, you'll obsess over somebody on the internet who's having a good time.
Like, I strongly encourage people. You should. If you want to have a family, have a family. It's great. But you know what happens is, Aaron? What happens is that some of us recognize our limitations in life. Some of us recognize that we have sex addictions and other issues that prevent us from holding down interpersonal relationships. Some of us understand that we're megalomaniacal and narcissists, like you don't realize.
You'll see that you'll look terrible. You won't be able to see yourself from the outside and see that people think you look like shit. You'll associate yourself with weird, skeezy people, and you'll fill your time with horseshit.
Unlike you, Aaron, I realized my limitations early in life and decided that I wasn't going to recklessly and blindly bring children into this world just so that I could have 2 or 3 kids. And when my wife's pregnant with the 3rd one, I start cheating on her with a fan. Remember when you cheated on your beautiful wife, author Ashley LaRue, for a skank from Litchfield? Remember that? Remember when you started dicking down a fan behind your wife's back while her body was dedicating all of its available resources to keeping your beautiful baby alive in her womb? Maybe some of us realize that, I realize that if I knocked a bitch up, especially for the 2nd or 3rd time, and we're married and I get stuck in this goddamn repetitive fucking routine every day. Yeah, I know I would just cheat on her with a fan, get my dick sucked. I probably wouldn't leave her for a fan. But you left your wife for a fan while she was pregnant. No, you're right, Aaron. It's better to be a piece of shit father than to not be a father at all. You're right, Aaron. You made the right call. That's why I'm unhappy. Aaron, you're not a better man than me because you're a shitty father. That doesn't make you better. Any one of us could come in a bitch. I could go out tonight and knock a bitch up if I wanted to. Do you think my sperm or my dick don't work? No, it was because I made wise choices in life to avoid these types of things. To avoid creating a family that I would eventually abandon. You abandoned your family for a woman who decided to suck Nick Rekieta's dick for a couple of lines of blow.
Truck, two-boot goofing. Dive Bar with $2 says you got to give her credit for one thing. She did make you get rid of your homo creeper van. You know that. Like, my kids loved that van. They had DVD players in the back seat and, like, TVs in the headrests. They loved that thing. They asked numerous, like, when I got the Tahoe, there were a few times where they were like, Dad, I miss the van. Why did we have to get rid of the van? It's like, well, because this girl 8 years younger than me told me she wouldn't date a guy who drove a van. Like, that's another one where the chat's going to go, Aaron, you didn't see that as a red flag? I was stupid, all right? Yeah, that kind of broke my heart once in a while is when the kids were like, Dad, why don't we have the van anymore? I like the van better. And then you know why you got the Tahoe. She was with me when I bought it. You know why you got it. And then your kids say that they want the van. You're like, there's just some shit as a parent that sounds gay to other people. But to you, you're just like, it's heartbreaking. I'm a piece of shit. I'm a asshole.
Aaron, you're barely a dad.